Hey, what's up? I'm a woman now. You might think that this is just some gender issue, but actually, I'm gonna need this later on. So just bear with me for a second. It's a weird start to the video, I know, but this is necessary. To the best of my knowledge, I think this is the only quest in the entire game in which you need to be a woman in order to complete the quest. I'm already in Falador, so we're just gonna start recruitment drive. And later on you'll see why. But this had to happen, and I know I've already messed up a little bit, so I'll tell you more about that as well later. So basically, I have to pass a whole bunch of different tests in order to become an initiate into the White Knight Order. Pretty straightforward. One of the things is you have to be a woman to kill an enemy. Um, I did that a little early. I turned myself into a woman. I spent 3k of my own money rather than doing it after I start the quest. So we're going to have to figure out a way to make that money back later. And here's where the fun starts. We have to defeat Sir Lay, who is undefeatable by any man. And so, obviously, if you're a woman, you know, Lord of the Rings style, he can be defeated. So, pretty straightforward. I messed up by doing it a step ahead. It's fine. Let's beat the hell out of this guy and then move on. All right, there's Big Boy down. I think I have two more things to go here, and then finally finish up this little task. Well, that wasn't so hard. I'm out 3k of my own money, but hey, that gets me where I need to go. Got a ton of XP. Got a respawn point in Falador if I need it, and then a little cute helmet. 26 prayer. That's good. I hate doing prayer. 12 orb lore is always welcome. Hate doing that as well. Sick. Let's what do we got next? Let me get back to you on that. I'll figure out what we want to do next. I had that one clue scroll in the bank, so I figure I may as well get that done before any kind of questing or anything. Let's see. Law runes, hell yeah. Staff of Earth is fine, but the law runes are going to come in handy. Those are pretty scarce. I'm still going to save those for a rainy day, but it's always good to have those on hand. So I got an idea from watching a YouTube video from Sir Pugger and his Lava Man scheme that he's been doing, in which you can talk to the gem traders, you can buy uncut gems from him, which there's none here, obviously, that's perfect timing. Buy uncut gems, cut them, chisel them, and then sell them back to him for a profit. It's great because it gets you both crafting experience and a little bit of money. I know it's not going to be that great, but man, I'm an Iron Man. What else am I supposed to do? So we're gonna test this out, see if it's really worth doing. I'll probably do it for about a half hour to an hour, and then let's see what we got by the end of this. So it's been almost exactly a half hour, and let me tell you where we're at. 26 crafting up to 31, pretty nice. Almost doubled my money from 17 to almost 32k, which is also nice. And it's a safe method for me to not get killed. Like if I did Fire Giants, it's also decent money, but you know, I run the risk of dying somehow. So, you know, not a bad way to be. It'll hold us over for now, at least the rest of the episode. And I think it's time to move on and take care of a couple things that I need to do before the end of this episode. Now, I told you at the end of the last episode, one of the things that I really wanted to do was be self-sustainable with food. I'm tired of thieving cakes. I don't even have that high of a thieving level. But it's time to fish a little bit. I want to be able to start catching lobsters, swordfish, tuna on my own, which means we're going to start from scratch. We're going to start bait fishing. Pretty slow start, but hopefully by the end of this, we'll be able to hit close to 40 in the next couple hours, I'd say. Now, I was really, really hoping not to get a sardine. I wanted a herring that would have gotten me to level 30 with the amount of bait that we had. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, we're this close to 30, which means we're really close to catching salmon, which is great. But we're this close, so I need to get some more bait, which is just, that's perfect timing. I had to head back up through Falador to get to Barbarian Village anyway, so I figured I'd pay the 3k, turn myself back into a man here. I I don't see a reason why I really need to, but it just feels right having the original character model back in there. So let's drop another 3k, and let's get me back to where wait, hold up. They took my beard. She took my beard away from me. Son of a bitch. Thanks a lot, lady. Well, while I'm close to a bank, I may as well start cooking these sardines and herrings. So let's see how far I can get. 16 cooking, 17, 18 cooking, 19 cooking, 20 cooking, 21 cooking, which means we can cook this last herring and then it'll be time to head up to Barbarian Village and take care of some more fishing and cooking. There's a fire right by the fishing spot, if I remember correctly, so that'll be very useful. I got 500 feathers, so hopefully this means we can stick around here for quite a while, get a fair amount of trout, move up to salmon because we're definitely going to want to cook that, and then start getting some more levels. And there's level 30 already. And, oh, we got a clue jar, or clue bottle, excuse me, that's what it is. That's pretty cool. I'll do that after we're done with this fishing grind. Look, call me crazy, but I've already taken a break, and I'm gonna do Gertrude's cat, because I'm already up near Varrock, which means it's really easy to do. All the items are easy to get, and it gives me like 1,500 cooking experience, which is gonna get me a little bit higher so I can get to cooking those salmon sooner. So when I'm done with Gertrude's cat, I'm just gonna go ahead and get back to that fishing. I'm bored of skilling. Skilling has been a lot for me lately. So we'll do this, and then we'll get back to the super fun and exciting content of fishing. Well, I saved a cat, and now I've got one of my own. Gertrude's cat is complete, 1,500 cooking XP, which is perfect, gets me to level 23. And then now maybe I won't burn as many trout on the way to getting the ability to cook salmon. So I'll hold on to that chocolate cake. I'll hold on to the stew, because those are going to be useful in quests later down the line. But for now, I guess, if I have to, I'll get back to fishing and cooking over by Barbarian Village. You know it. You love it. It's time for more fishing content. We got a lot closer to where we need to be, so hopefully in the next, hour or so, we can get quite a few levels. The fire's not going to be helpful, but we'll see. Alright, with this last little inventory here, I think we're going to have a decent starting point. Got fishing all the way to 36, so we're almost there. And then cooking stuff on here is just, it's burning so much. And so I think it's just time for a little breather from this. We'll get back to it later. But I need a little bit of a breather from the skilling. I want to do some more questing, because that's what I enjoy doing. That last little bit got me another cooking level, level 32, which is pretty great. So let's head down to Varrock, and then let's take care of another mini quest. I got one in mind. So, last episode I said I wanted to get done with some construction stuff, and one of the ways I'm going to do that is Daddy's home. I could either, buy a house and build everything myself, or I can do this mini quest. It gets me to 8 construction, and then I will have a little bit of a jump start into that, because it'll give me a ton of items that I can use to grind, up to maybe 20 construction. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then we'll figure out what I want to do next after that. Probably some Slayer. This is definitely the first bit of construction that I've legitimately ever done. I've never even touched it before then. The two things I always stayed away from were farming and construction, because I never really knew their value. But as an Iron Man, I'm starting to learn that this is going to be a useful skill for me to get up. So there is Daddy's Home mini quest complete. 400 construction XP, which gets me just around level 8. It got me to 8, excuse me. I'm almost level 9. Wow. Got me a lot of experience there. No quest points, but I mean, that's par for the course with mini quests. But it get me a ton of things in the crate, some planks and nails and things like that that are going to be really, really useful. And so now I'm on my way to becoming a real Iron Man. Self-sufficient. You love to see it. I said I was going to do the Slayer task, and here I am doing the Slayer task. Look, I'm already almost through it completely, but I just didn't feel like recording all of that for you. There's a really good safe spot down in the desert where I can shoot these crocodiles over a fence. The issue is, obviously, I don't have a way of picking up my bone bolts without having to take the time to run all the way around. So I think a really good goal next time, now that I'm thinking through this, is let's get Ava's attractor or Ava's accumulator, whichever one we can get, which means I'll have to do animal magnetism. There's a couple quests before that I think I'll have to do, but this is just going to be an easy way for me to continue on with the account while also being like really, really productive with what I'm doing. The final crocodile of the Slayer task. Oh my god, 2 10s in a row. That's fantastic. And an 8. Wow, that's a good start to this. 108 crocodiles, got a ton of XP, 43 hit points, 33 slayer, and 46 range. And so if I'm going to be doing animal magnetism in the near future, I think if you're at 50 range, you automatically get the upgraded version of the Avas. So that means I think I'm going to go ahead and try to train that next episode, get that up to 50 before I go ahead and do animal magnetism. But great little bit done there. That was a fun little time. So as I'm headed up towards Edgeville, I figure I can do a couple free player quests that are in Varrock. You know, I can do Romeo and Juliet. It shouldn't take too long at all. And then I may as well do Demon Slayer, because in the future I'm going to have to do that to do Shadow of the Storm, I know for sure, and then a couple other ones. So shoot, why not get Silverlight early and you know, maximize the time that I'm here in Varrock for. So I'm going to knock these two quests out real quick, and then I'm going to move on with the end of the episode. As a shock to no one, Romeo and Juliet was absolutely useless to anything. The 5 quest points were nice, but there's just something about watching a bumbling idiot do absolutely the worst things a human being can do, making decisions for themselves. It's iconic. You can't not love to hate it, or hate to love it. I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's just go do Demon Slayer. As a kid, this was just the hardest part, getting that incantation right, and you had to, you know, get your notepad out and pull it out and pull a SpongeBob.
Write that down, write that down!
It was just so stressful. Alright, Delrith. I took down a couple of your men. It's your turn. Let's do this. Oh. Oh, I hit a 7. That was easy. That was too easy. Well, there's Demon Slayer. I thought that was going to be a lot harder of a fight, even though I know I'm 50 combat, but alright, well, we got Silverlight, and we got a few quest points, so that's good. That'll be useful down the line for Shadow of the Storm. What do you say we do one more quest before we end out this episode? I said I would go to a couple different places. I haven't really gone anywhere special yet, so why don't let's head down into the desert. I started this episode kind of crafting some gems. Let's pull some gems off a big old throne with the golem. Ah, the desert. Everyone's favorite place to go and dehydrate themselves and die of thirst. We're going to head over east to the ruins of Uzer, and we're going to get started with... How have I completed an easy task? I've been here before. I literally did a cow fight thing. Oh well, it's whatever. We're going to go head over east and get ready for the golem. What's up, big boy? Why don't we fix a couple of your circuits with some soft clay, and let's get rolling with this damn thing. I'm ready for some gems, and I'm ready for some experience. Look, I know you're scared, buddy, but I got a few items here that'll help take care of things. Well, how about I'll go downstairs, I'll open up the portal for the evil demon to come through, and you can just kill him yourself if you're all that worried. With the portal to hell now open, how about we just go show everyone that this demon is deader than a doornail. Everything's fine. It'll present a different issue later on with Shadow of the Storm, but here's what I came for. This is what I've wanted. Give me these gems, baby. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go talk to that golem, tell him everything's good, and then get the hell out of here. Sweet. Task complete, which means quest complete. The golem has been finished. 55 quest points isn't half bad. 1k each of crafting and thieving. Sweet. Got a level of each. Love to see it. Well, I know we didn't get a ton done this episode. We got some free player quests, some decent skilling levels. All in all, it was a pretty average episode, I'd say. But what it did do for me was present itself a really good opportunity for the next episode. And I think what I need to do now is complete animal magnetism. I want to get that Ava's attractor so I don't lose freaking bone bolts, because doing that Slayer task cost me like 10k. And I know it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but early on it makes a difference. So I need to get my woodcutting up so I can go to the woodcutting guild and get a mithril axe to turn that into a blessed axe for animal magnetism, and I need to do Ernest the Chicken before that. So small goal next time, but we'll see how far we can take it before we get to mid game. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Wait! I said I would do some farming this episode. Nice.